Today's topic is pricing. Like I was mentioning yesterday, pricing is a very important topic. And the technique that we're going to learn in pricing today is going to be used not just in pricing, but across a wide variety of configuration in SD. So, the way we're going to discuss this today is, first, we're going to discuss the theory behind pricing, meaning what is pricing, why is pricing so important, so on and so forth. The second thing is condition technique. This is the core technique behind pricing. And like I said, this particular piece of configuration is going to be used not just in pricing, but across many other determinations. Okay, so please focus on both these two aspects, theory of pricing as well as the condition technique. So let's start with pricing theory. What is pricing? Pricing is the configuration in SD that takes care of how prices are pulled up automatically by the system when you create orders, when you create invoices. Let's take some examples. So you have Dell, let's say you go to Dell.com and configure a system or buy a system. Let's say the price of the PC is $500. So who mentioned or who has configured the system in such a way that the price of that product is $500? Somebody must have done that, right? And let's say you go to dealstobuy.com and get a coupon code. Apply a coupon. The coupon will give you $50 discount. So the net is $450 now. So somebody must have configured that coupon in the system in such a way that when a particular coupon that has been floating around in the internet is applied, the $50 discount will be applicable on that particular product. And that coupon will be valid for a particular date. Let's say from Jan 1st to 31st. Now, let's say you are in a state where the tax is applicable. So, on top of this, when you mention your zip code, let's say 97006-08820, whatever the zip code, your shipping address will determine the tax that needs to be applied. For example, if you are shipping to New York or New Jersey, let's say a tax of 9% is applied, or 10% just for simplicity. So 45. What is the total now? 495. So who has configured in the system that when you specify a zip code in New Jersey, 10% tax will be applied? Right? And then, let's say the total weight of the product is 3 pounds, 10 pounds, including packaging and whatnot. So for 10 pounds of desktop or laptop that is shipped over to the customer, there will be a certain freight charge. Let's say there is a freight charge. The freight charge works something like this. So 0 to 5 LBs. $5 to $10, $40. So in this case, it's going to be $40. So 535. That is the total cost. So who has mentioned in the system that, in case it is 0 to 5 LBH, it is $20, and 5 to 10 LBH, it's $40. So all of this has to be set in such a way that when you configure your system or buy that system automatically, and as soon as you enter the zip code, and as soon as you enter the coupon discount is given. As soon as you enter that zip code, the 10% tax is calculated, and without you having to do anything, proper weight should be calculated, and appropriate freight should be computed and added, and the final amount should come up. Right? This is what happens in a real case. You take Amazon.com, you take Dell.com, you take an order in BA01 SAP. Same thing happens. So, in pricing, what we do is configure this. What we are seeing here on the screen is the end result of how pricing is computed. How is it configured is what we have to learn today. Okay, so this is a scenario, and scenarios could get very complicated. For example, the pricing of $500 could be arrived at based on what? Many different parameters. Or for that matter, the type of discounts that are given could be based on coupon, could be based on customer group. Corporate customers are given discounts if you give certain code. Just like the way AAA customers are given a 10% discount on Hertz cars, rental cars. Or military customers or government customers are given a discount based on a GSA code, General Services Agreement code. Or, in some cases, the more you buy, the more you get discount, right? It's called scale-based discount, meaning if you buy 100 quantity, you get 10% discount. If you buy 150, anywhere between 100 and 200, you get 15% discount. Or sometimes the discount could be cumulative, meaning since the 1st of January, you keep buying goods, the more you buy, the more your discounts become. Example, okay, until June you have purchased $100,000 or $500,000 worth of products from our company. So, because of that, you belong to Tier 2 or Tier 3 or Tier 4. Tier 1 gets 10% discount. Tier 2 gets 12% discount. Tier 3 gets 14% discount. Why? To promote more sales, obviously. Right? So the way discounts are given, the way pricing is done, the way taxes are computed, the way freight is computed, the parameters based on which these things can be done is totally dependent on the nature of the company, nature of the business process, and how their marketing team comes up with all these different schemes for pricing. So we don't have any control over that. So how can SAP handle all these scenarios? In fact, SAP did not have a way to do this prior to somewhere in the early 90s. Before condition technique came into SAP did not have a way to do all of this in a very controlled and configurable manner. One customer of SAP, I hope you know this company in London, has implemented this in a customized fashion using Z tables and whatnot. And they have been using it because they are a retail B2C company. They had to have so many deals, so many promotions, so many ways in which they had to give discounts. And SAP was not offering that at that point in time. They did not have condition technique. So they developed their own way of doing it. And when SAP went in, they liked it so much that they bought it back, including all the royalty. And that technique is called condition technique. Okay? So we're going to learn about condition technique today. And the essence of this is how to configure a variety of scenarios in pricing without having to write a single piece of code. Well, we might have to write some pieces of code depending on the nature of the problem, but for the most part, the majority of the problems, say 90% of the problems in pricing, can be solved without having to write a single piece of code. That's the beauty of condition technique. So what is this condition technique? Condition technique consists of 7 steps. So what are these 7 steps? The first step is the field catalog. So let's take a problem and parallelly discuss condition technique. Same del, same configurable or reconfigured piece, and we are giving a discount, let's say, or a price. Let's say we are pricing the product based on the material and customer group. Okay, so the product is going to be Del-101. The base price for this product, as soon as the material is created, generally there will be a base price that will be created. Base price is just a fancy word for the material price. Meaning, okay, material A costs you so much. Let's say $500. Now there could be many variations like we have discussed. Same material, if you are selling to, let's say, a corporate like JP Morgan, it could cost $450. The same material, if you're selling to the government, the material could cost $475. Same material, if you're selling to military, it could cost so much. Same material to a distributor could cost different. Same material to a reseller could cost a different price. All of this could be generalized as a customer group based pricing. Now, I hope you understand why we are giving different prices to different customer groups. Right? It's all based on the need, on different kinds of needs of the customers. Distributors give you very huge sales because they sell to many different companies in turn, right? So you obviously will be giving them a better price. And the customers, like corporates, you'll get a moderate price. Retailers, direct retailers like e-commerce, will fetch you the best price. So you cannot sell the same product for the same price through all the channels. The only exception to that probably is Apple. Apple.com Apple Retail, or through Amazon, the price for that product is same. iPod is 99, let's say. That's it. Period. But it's an exception. Most companies have different prices across different channels because of the volumes, because of the way the customers demand the prices, because of the way they have to distribute the goods. The prices are going to be different. So what we're going to do here is think about a customer group based scenario and configure the steps, at least in theory. So again, coming back to the condition technique. The first step in a condition technique is the field catalog. What is a field catalog? A field catalog is a set of fields that can be used to do pricing, discount, taxes, or any of the things that you do in pricing. Examples of fields could be material group, customer group, so on and so forth. There are close to 200 different fields that are provided by SAP by default. In this case of Dell, this is material, this is customer group. Material, customer group. So field catalog is the list of fields that can be used as the base for pricing. When I mean pricing, it's a generic statement. Pricing could mean price, discount, tax, surcharge, freight, any of these. Okay, you could base your freight on material group or customer group. You could base your tax on customer group. You could base your discounts on customer group. You could base your pricing also on customer group. Any of them. So a field catalog is a list of fields that can be used in order to compute your pricing. You don't need to use all the 200 fields. You just need to pick the right field from the list of available fields. That is the field catalog. Now, second step is the condition table. What is a condition table? A condition table is a database table that comprises of one or more than one field from the field catalog. So in this case, the condition table will comprise of material and customer group plus customer group. That's it. That's a condition table. Very simple, isn't it? The field catalog is a list of fields. A condition table is a subset of the field catalog, a small subset of that field catalog, which will comprise of the required fields for that particular scenario. In this case, we're going to use these 2 fields, or these 3 fields, or these 5 fields, depending on the nature of the problem. So in the example of Dell, we are going to do customer group based pricing. We're going to take material plus customer group. That is a condition table. Step number 3 is access sequence. Access sequence. What is an access sequence? The sequence in which the condition tables need to be accessed. Now, in order to understand this, let's complicate the problem. Okay? Now, there is a base price, which means this material costs $500 without any other complication. But if you sell it to corporates, it's going to be $450. If you sell it to the government, it's going to be $475. Blah 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 blah. Similarly, you could complicate it further. If the same material, if you are selling to corporates through a distributor, this is the distribution channel. Through a distributor, you can sell directly to a corporate or via a distributor. The price is going to be different. The same material, if you are selling to a corporate direct with a distribution channel, the price is going to be different. So you are increasing the complexity here. But if it is neither of these, if it is neither a distributor nor a direct distribution channel, then the price is going to be, for corporate, it is $450. Okay? Once again, if you are selling the same product L-101 to corporates via distributors, which is a distribution channel. This is not a customer group. This is a distribution channel, enterprise structure element. Then the price of the product is going to be $350, and the price is, if it is via direct, is going to be $300. The same product, if you are selling without not via these distribution channels, maybe via other distribution channels, agency, online, blah blah blah, via or through some salesperson, the price is going to be $450. How can we compare this? In this case, we'll be creating two condition tables. One based on customer group and material, and the other based on material plus customer group plus distribution channel. And the distribution channel will be one of the parameters in the field catalog. So you pick this, and this. So you create two condition tables. One for customer group and material. Another for customer group, material, and distribution channel combination. But there has to be a preference. Which one do you prefer first? Obviously, the more involved the scenario, or the more complicated scenario, will be given first preference. If it fails, you default to this. And an access sequence does that for you. So this is condition table 1. This is condition table 2. Let's say. So 2 will be given first preference. If 2 fails, meaning if you are not selling via distributor or direct, then default to 1. So in a sense, an access sequence is the sequence in which condition tables can be accessed. The sequence in which condition tables can be accessed is called as an access sequence. So you specify the sequence based on the business requirement. Sometimes it could be opposite. You don't want this, you don't want this, you don't want distribution channel to come first. You want the basic customer group and material to come first. In that case, you can have that as well. You can have 1 first and then 2 next. It depends on the business scenario. Okay? This is called the access sequence. Number 4 is condition type. Condition type represents the computation type, meaning, okay, we are doing so many things based on, we can do so many things based on customer and group and material. Using the same customer group and material, we can do pricing, we can do discounts, we can do taxes, we can do freight, we can do surcharges. Any of these. Until step number 3, we are only defining the basis, meaning based on what parameters and in what order we are going to compute something. But we never said we are going to compute a price based on this, or we are going to compute a discount based on that. So it's in the condition type that we specify the type of calculation. When I mean type of calculation, it could be price. These are the basic types. Discount, tax, surcharge or freight, surcharge, so on. Even in that, we are going to have different possible combinations. For example, in discounts, we can have dollar discounts. Dollar discounts mean I'm going to give $10 discount, irrespective. Or you could give 10% discount. Both are totally two different things. Both are discounts, but the way they are computed is different, isn't it? Out of 500, if you give $10 discount, your price is going to be $490. Out of 500, if you give 10% discount, your price is going to be $450. Who decides whether the percentage discount whether you are giving a percentage discount or a dollar discount? The business will decide, but your condition type is where you specify what kind of discount it is. Same with pricing. You could have different kinds of pricing. You could have pricing based on quantity. You could have pricing based on period, time period, per month, per quarter, or per week. You could have pricing based on a whole different bunch of combinations. Same with freight. You could have pricing based on volume. You could have pricing based on weight. You could have pricing based on weight with the scales, so on and so forth. There are many ways in which you can compute freight or discount or price, and all of that is configured in condition type. Okay. Step number 5 is pricing procedure. What is pricing procedure? I call it the Big Bang, where all of these things come together, all the different condition types that are required for the final calculation. Now, if you go through our scenario, maybe not this one. Yeah, not this one. In a pricing procedure, typically, pricing conditions come first. After that, discount conditions types come next. After that, tax. After that, freight. After that, it is in surcharge. This is how the pricing procedure is set. First, you have different pricing conditions. Then you have different discounts. Maybe not just one. Maybe you have 10 discounts that apply to a particular scenario. Not all of them might apply to all different scenarios. Some of them will apply, some of them will not. The ones that apply will be computed. The ones that don't apply will be ignored. So same with tax. same with freight, same with surcharge. So all of these things will be put together in a sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, hundreds of them, or tens of them. That's called the pricing procedure. Okay? Pricing procedure is where all the different condition types will be put together in a sequence. Number 6 is pricing procedure determination. Determination means when you go to VA01, you don't go and pick your pricing procedure. Your pricing procedure will automatically be picked up and your pricing will come up. So what is the basis for picking it up? Basis for picking the pricing procedure is based on the pricing procedure determination configuration, which is dependent on 3 parameters: sales area plus document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure. What is this document pricing procedure? This comes from document type, sales document type configuration. This comes from customer master sales view. Why is it configured like that? This is the standard way of doing pricing procedure determination. We cannot have any other way. The way it is done this way by SAP is because SAP gives you the flexibility to determine a pricing procedure based on sales area, which means for a country you can have different pricing procedures. For US it is different, for India it's different, for Brazil it's different, for Japan it's different, for Australia, Singapore, you can have different pricing procedures by sales area. Similarly, you could have different pricing procedures by business process, and that is configured by document type. The OR can have a different pricing procedure, standard order. Rush order can have a different pricing procedure. Cash sales can have a different pricing procedure. Contracts can have a different pricing procedure. Scheduling agreements can have a different pricing procedure. Consignments can have a different pricing procedure. Evaluations can have a different pricing procedure. And when I say can have, it need not always be. Have a provision. Similarly, customer also plays a role in determining the pricing. Example, government customers can have a different pricing procedure. Corporate customers can have different pricing procedures. So on and so forth. So customer plays a role, the business process plays a role, sales area plays a role in determining your pricing procedure. Okay? So number 7 is not configuration. Number 7 is a user step. It is called condition record. It's not configuration. It's not SPRO. So everything that you do until step number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of this is SPRO, meaning configuration. But step number 7 is not configuration. It's an easy access transaction. The users do it themselves, which is the actual process of maintaining prices. So based on these combination, the discount, so until this point we never said the discount percentage is going to be 10% or 12% or the pricing is going to be $400. We never said that. We are only determining the basis. The final price is going to be set by the users because we don't care what percentages they want to use or what discounts they want to give. We configure the system and give it to them. They determine the actual prices, actual discount percentages, so on. And that is done using condition records. Okay. So any questions on the theory part?
Shiva, Ram here. Can you please explain condition record one more time, please?
Condition record is where we set the actual values and the users do it. We meaning the consultants don't do it, the users do it. So until step number 6, we have not specified that the price of the product is going to be $10 or the discount given on this product is going to be $5. We only said pricing for this product is going to be based on the customer group and material combination, and they're going to go in this sequence. If this fails, the alternative is this, and the pricing procedure is determined based on the rush order for corporate customers or US sales area. That's it. That's all we have said. We never said the actual price for this product is going to be so much, the actual discount for this product is going to be so much. That is configured, that is set by the users using condition records in step number 7. Now, when you do it in the system, probably you'll get an idea. Okay. I don't know if I answered your question, but when we do it in the system, you'll get a complete picture. Okay, now you can go to pricing, the entire condition technique that we have discussed, using SPRO, IMG, Sales and Distribution, basic functions, pricing control. This is where you have these condition tables, condition types, access sequence, blah, blah, blah. But I don't go there. I use a different transaction called VOK0. You can use either of that. I'm going to use VOK0. You can use VOK0 or you can do that SPRO, IMG, Sales and Distribution, basic function and pricing. Either way is fine. VOK0 is an old transaction. So go to VOK0 and you get a blank screen like this. And everything that you need is here in the menus. The first thing that we want to do is step number 1, field catalog. Right? I'm not going to show you in the system today because I'll just show you what's the field catalog, show you what's the condition table, so on. We are not going to solve the scenario today. We'll solve the scenario on Sunday. Okay, Sunday we're going to have a class and we'll solve that scenario hopefully on Sunday. Okay, if not, I'll let you know by email in advance if there is no class. But hopefully there will be a class on Sunday. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Environment, condition table, field catalog. What is the field catalog? How does it look like? It looks like this. See, I told you there are like 100 or 200 different fields, and these are the different fields provided by SAP. See, city, company code, country, order reason, sales document type, customer hierarchy, Incoterms. So you can have your pricing, discount, taxes, anything based on any of these fields. The amount of flexibility that's given to you in condition technique is enormous. You just have to, you just didn't feel that yet. When you are faced with the scenario, you will feel it. You will feel the flexibility that's given by condition technique. Okay? This is the field catalog. Field catalog is a list of fields that can be used as the basis for your pricing. And when I mean pricing, I'm using a generic word. It could mean price, discount, tax, surcharge, freight, any of these. Okay? This is the field catalog. The next step is a condition table. Right? So, we'll not create a condition table today, but let's see a condition table. The condition table is a 3-digit numeric number starting from 1 until 999, like 002, 004, 005, so on, until 999. The thing that you have to remember is 1 through 600 is reserved for SAP. Just like the way anything starting with A to X in configuration is reserved for SAP, right? You only have Y and Z for yourself in terms of namespace. Similarly, for condition table, 1 through 600 is reserved for SAP. You cannot create condition tables in that space. Technically you can, but you're not supposed to. So what is your namespace? 601 through 999. 601 through 999. So if you want to create your own condition table, create it in that namespace. So if you take a condition table that some of us might have created here, let's say customer material combination 702, enter customer and material combination. And where did we pull that from? From the field catalog. On to the right, you have a field catalog, and I'll show you tomorrow how to create and pull these fields from the field catalog and create a condition table with a particular set of fields. In this case, 2 fields, customer and material. And how to generate the table, how to view the technical view, technical description of these fields, how to cross-verify it with the actual technical names. All of that will be shown to you on Sunday's class. Okay, go back. Third step is the access sequence. Where is the access sequence? Here. An access sequence is a sequence in which you put your condition tables together. An access sequence is typically hierarchical. So if you look at this and expand this hierarchy, you see you select the access sequence first and then double click on accesses. So what you have here is 4 condition tables: 5, 005, 007, 009, 004. And they're all put together in a sequence: 10, 11, 13, 14. So the first preference is given to this. If a price for customer material is found, it picks that up. If not, it defaults to the division on customer. If not, it defaults to price, this type, currency, and material. If not, it goes to material. That's an access sequence. Now we'll look at fields tomorrow, where field mapping has to be done explicitly during the process of creating an access sequence. How to do it, what to check for when you do that field sequence, field mapping generation, so on and so forth. But just understand what an access sequence is. An access sequence is the sequence in which condition tables can be accessed. Okay? Next is condition type, step number 4. A condition type represents the type of calculation. For example, the standard condition type is PR00. So if you go to PR00, look at it. It is associated with an access sequence, and it has a condition class, calculation type, condition category, what kind of rounding should be applied, whether it's a header condition or an item condition, what kind of scale should be used, if at all a scale is used. Can you delete it manually? Can you enter it manually in the pricing procedure in sales order? There are so many controls behind a condition type. We don't need to go behind all the different things. But just understand that the condition type represents a type of calculation. Okay? Apart from a whole set of other controls, like I said, like header condition versus item condition versus manual entry is possible versus deletion is possible, scale, so on and so forth. Okay, so basically there are 5 different condition types: prices, discounts, taxes, surcharges, freight. Okay, and like I said, in discounts there could be multiple ways in which you could compute it, like based on quantity, based on value, based on percentage, right? That's a condition type. The next
Hey, Shiv,
is,
this is Rami here, Raminder here. Tell me, even is the cost, like, can we extend the same concept to cost or to payroll or something like that, or is just like related to SD only?
mostly to SD.
Only,
And
okay.
partly to MM. In MM they call it schema, but it's the same thing. But for the most part, SD uses SD is where most of the condition technique is used. A little bit in MM, but that's about it.
Okay, but it's not, okay. MM uses it for costing, how to cost materials or something?
No, not for costing, for purchase price.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Right? And CRM uses it.
Mm-hmm.
Same condition technique, ditto, 100% is used in CRM.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so SD and CRM use condition technique very well.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, step number 5 is pricing procedure. Like I said, pricing procedure is where all the different condition types come together and they are defined generally by country. So RBAA01, RBAA01 is the German standard pricing procedure. And if you look at the controls behind it, you'll see the different pricing condition types. So these are all the different pricing condition types. They're all put in a sequence. And step 8 through 21 is pricing. And then we have discounts. Sales promotion, price group based discount, customer material based discount, customer discount, material discount, price group based discount. The list goes on and on and on. After that, there is surcharges like incomplete pallet surcharge, mixed pallet surcharge, different kinds of surcharges. After that, there is freight. Different kinds of freight could be there. Header-based price, line item level freight, so on and so forth. And then there could be taxes. Of course, there are rebates. We don't bother about rebates at this point. There are taxes, MWSD. And finally, a total will come up. This is a pricing procedure. Now, we'll discuss pricing procedure to a certain extent when we do the hands-on tomorrow. Okay? But beyond that, don't worry too much about the pricing procedure because there are so many things here like from to manual, mandatory, statistical, subtotals, requirements, alternative calculation types, approval keys, account keys, so many different things. Again, focus only on the fundamentals. Don't go too much into the details at this point. I will discuss all of these things like these different columns, what they really mean, and how you can use it. If not on Sunday, at least some other day, maybe Monday. Okay, immediately after that. Okay, but for those of you who have access to that exe files, all of these things will be discussed there in those exe files. Okay, but I will definitely discuss all these things once we have a good feel for the condition technique. Because without that, there's no point in discussing these different columns here. First thing, most important, is the condition technique. The sequence, the steps, and the hands-on. If you do that once, then you'll understand all the different things. Now, like I said, step number 6 is determination. So how is determination done? Determination is done based on 3 parameters, I said. Sales area, document pricing procedure, customer pricing procedure. See? Sales dog, distribution channel division. That's the sales area. Then we have a document pricing procedure. Then we have a customer pricing procedure. So where do we see the document pricing procedure? Or where can we see the document pricing procedure? If you go to any document type, the document pricing procedure is here. If you go to OR, QT, any document type, you can see the document pricing procedure there. Where can you see the customer pricing procedure? In the customer master. Where exactly in the customer master? In the sales view. Like I said, go to the sales view of the customer and go to the sales tab and you can find the customer pricing procedure, which is a fancy word for just a single character, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or A, B, C, D, or any special character like a star or ampersand or cap or percentage or dollar. It just labels a particular customer as belonging to a particular customer pricing procedure. So that when pricing is determined, pricing procedure is determined, this parameter is going to be used. That is step number 6. Step number 7, I said, is condition record. And that I said is not an SPRO transaction. It's a user transaction. So you can go via a transaction code, VK11. This is the transaction to create condition records. So VK11, specify your condition type, and you can go create a price. M01 costs you $250. Sure. Euros, dollars, whatever. Right? That's how you create prices. You can create as many number of prices as you want. Keep going on and on and on, based on whatever parameters you want. And that price will be reflected in the system when you create an order. Like how? Go to VA01 or CSI1. You take your M01 and the prices come up like 1068.05 euros. Where do you get the price? Select your line item, go to this button, and then you see your pricing here. Tomorrow I'll show you how to do the analysis, how this price has come up, which condition types have been picked up, which condition types have not been picked up. If they have not been picked up, why they have not been picked up. All of those details can be seen by clicking on the analysis. So when we do the hands-on tomorrow, we'll see how this analysis can be done and how you can use analysis to troubleshoot things. Okay? So I'll stop here, and do you have any questions on condition technique as we have discussed it today? Okay, so we'll stop here, and tomorrow we're going to discuss the hands-on on condition technique. So we'll take a case like the base price list or a customer group based price list, and I'll walk you through how to create them in the system. All right?